Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Don Wagner's campaign manager gets attacked. Loretta's campaign mysteriously contacts me. And the weather is getting better. My name is Mark Newgent, and you're watching Mark Newgent Live. Hope you guys are doing okay. And pardon me while I get settled with my new earpieces and technology here. I had someone advise me, said maybe just lose the earpieces, but I kind of miss those big headsets because it allows me to monitor and hear everything very clearly and focus on the broadcast. However, I was able to get something delivered this morning, so I wanted to try it out. I got these new studio headphones that are made to be hidden, so I can still monitor the broadcast and also take a phone call, which we'll be doing live. We have special guest Stephanie, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the political attacks on someone that's like literally protected by libel laws, but for some reason an amateur campaign has decided to attack a poor employee of the campaign. I'll get into it aside from the weather getting good. So first up, Don's campaign manager is getting smeared by, I believe it's a support of Deborah Pauly, and I don't believe it's a professional campaign that's doing it because I think Loretta Sanchez would know that her campaign would get sued over libel laws, because you can't just go start smearing private citizens. I know that I'm not a lawyer, but I am well aware of the libel laws and the false light laws. I do believe that if it shows that as law says if it's reckless, then a private citizen can sue. If you're a politician or political figure, not only does it have to be reckless, it also has to have malicious intent, like putting someone's social security number on a mailer or some other unlawful things, or showing someone in a false light. In 2016, I had political attacks on me, which were in a false light. Very quickly, through my lawyers, I was able to get the website removed and taken down, and they offered a settlement. So we just had a comment. Deb Early says, Loretta isn't right. On this one, Deb, I don't think that she did the political attacks on Don's campaign manager, and I did recommend that the person that shared it, I said, you should take this down and go talk to a lawyer, because I believe you're violating libel laws. At this point, you might as well go after the chef of Don's favorite restaurant that cooks his meals every Saturday with him and his wife. I don't know his wife, but I think you guys catch my drift. You can't just start, smearing people and spreading lies or rumors or even just saying bad things about them, because they're not a political, according to the law, they're protected under the libel laws. Just like the Covington teenagers that were wearing those MAGA hats and they got smeared by the media. Now those boys are represented by a great lawyer, and they're going after the media for $250 million. And certain members of the media that did some very reckless things that caused harm to these boys, these teenage guys. And so that's kind of what is here, and I thought it'd be interesting. I just have some comments here. As far as Damien, I don't know. I know he's a paid employee. He's just an employee, just as much someone's a printer or a driver for the campaign or perhaps meals. What is it? Where does it stop? I can't even take photos of the guy, I was told, because he's not like a volunteer in the campaign, just an employee. So, okay, that's fine. And, someone just coordinates phone calls and, brings the coffee in. At what point we're going to go after Starbucks for supporting Don Wagner's campaign? Because Starbucks gives us the coffee. So Deborah Pauly's campaign or John Paul White is the one who shared it. Are you going to start smearing Starbucks for supply, or the donuts that we bring in? Big secret shared. We sometimes have donuts at the campaign office. It's like, when does this stop? So whoever's smearing employees of campaigns, you should stop, and then if you're going to do something like that, you really suggest you talk to a lawyer before you do stuff like that. And I doubt that it's any of the major campaigns, because the major campaigns, the professional campaign staffers and consultants, they don't do amateur stuff like that. I mean, every now and then they do, but not something that blatant. I've never heard of someone hitting a campaign manager. And these campaign managers, they're just like people that are in advertising. They're just trying to do a job to pay their rent. So leave those guys alone. Okay. All right. So another big reason why I did this video is, for some strange reason, Loretta's campaign reached out to me yesterday, within a few hours of the broadcast yesterday. And I think what happened is I hit the nail on the head yesterday when I revealed that I knew two candidates were running against Katie Porter in the 2020 election. I'm not at liberty to say who they are yet. They will announce after the 12th March election. So that is not my information to share, but I do know who they are. Also, we had intelligence reports that suggested that, and I talked about it yesterday. I'm going to be very careful with this because I want to be very respectful as possible. And this one, I'm going to kind of read about my notes. Because we had in core intelligence gathering that Loretta was only going to Board of Supervisors to go to, Congress, because Katie never really expected to win and never really wanted to win. And I'm only going to share this because she said it in the public, and I have children too, so I really think politicians' children are off limits. But she mentioned the problems with the IEPs, and I empathize with that because I also have challenges. And I didn't run for Congress in 2016 or 2018 because I have responsibilities at home, and the offices that I sought would keep me here, so I take care of my family and also the community. I'm very open about that. And I imagine someone that was maybe running as a favor, that think there's no way I'm going to win. There's no way I'm going to win this thing in a conservative stronghold running as a Democrat. All of a sudden, boom, you win. You're like, uh-oh. So I get it. But it was very strange that the Loretta's campaign had been ignoring me for a long, long time. And all of a sudden they reach out last night. And I'll tell you who it is. They reached out. I can even read you the comments. I could do a screen share, but someone's texting me right now on Facebook. Stop it. Okay. Her name was Michelle Duman. We have 107 mutual friends. She reached out yesterday and said, hold on, let me read these to you. I'll read this message. It was, just out of the blue yesterday. Where is it? Michelle Duman reaches out and she says, "Hi, Mark, this is Michelle. I'm the Director of External Affairs with Loretta Sanchez's campaign. You're welcome to contact me regarding Loretta Sanchez if you'd like. Thank you." And I just was like, "Why you guys respond fast?" And I was kind of joking because, I reached out to her like the first week before I even withdrew. I mean, I've got the proof, not that it matters, but okay. And I said, "Well, after this time, you guys are reaching out." She says, "My offer stands. Feel free to email me if you desire." I was like, "What offer?" She says, "Just as I stated in my previous message, you read, you are welcome to email me if you'd like. If not, respect your choice. In my car, can't text." Okay. And I said, I sent her a message back, and I was okay. I'll send her an email. So I did. I was like, well, I did reach out. I was by members of the campaign. It was ignored, but my offer still stands. I will do a live broadcast for Loretta Sanchez. And, because I told Don Wagner when I first got on board, I wanted to do that. And he's like, okay, fine. Because I am a strong independent. I'm trying to focus on the issues, not so much candidates, right? Anyway, I emailed her that, and she emailed me back today. Actually, let me pull it up real quick. And I don't get the response. This person is saying, "Don't know who I am, don't know, ever heard of me." And I'm like, we literally have like 100 some mutual friends. And I'll send you my response. It's kind of funny, even. But it was still professional. But let me respond back. Where is it? Okay. Let me read her response. Okay. She says, "I was unaware you reached out, as you stated," and there's some typos in here, so I'll kind of fill in. "I was unaware that you had reached out, as you stated. It felt you were ignored." And I responded later, I wasn't felt I was ignored. I was literally ignored and blocked by the campaign on social media. And you guys also used my photos without permission to attack Don Wagner, which I don't appreciate that, but I'll let that one go. So I appreciate you mentioning your experience. I must say there was no correspondence between us. That is correct. I've never talked to this specific person before, but I had talked to the campaign. I don't know, media outlet you with or anything else about you, which I think that's hogwash because we have like 100 some friends in common. And it is so close to the election, the schedule's packed. And he said, "If you have anything in mind," and I said, "Yeah," and I responded. I said, "Yeah, I'll read you my guy's response because it was kind of funny, but at the same time, I wanted to let them know. Okay, here we go. And I quoted her, "I must say there's no correspondence between us." Okay, I don't know who you are, the media outlet, or anything about you. And I just went, LOL, really? I literally pulled papers as an OC board candidate against Loretta and Don, interviewed Don live. I'm in many campaign photos with him. People at the center of Loretta's campaign who have been on stage with Loretta during the campaign know me personally for years. I've even had correspondence with the campaign, which is provable. The Loretta Sanchez campaign also used my photos to attack Don Wagner. I didn't feel ignored. I was literally ignored and blocked by social media by people working on the campaign, which that's their prerogative to do. I'm okay with that. If they don't, they want to win, we want to win. And they've been following the rules, so, they've done nothing illegal. Be very clear. Nothing that I'm aware of, okay? Except for maybe using the photos without permission, but again, I said I'll let that go. I withdrew from the OC Board of Supervisors race for personal reasons. I'm not going to go into that. My entire campaign team still want to be involved. I asked to reach out to the candidates, and so on and so forth. And I said, I think it's ironic. Keep that between us. It's a good chance. Okay. So you've seen my social media and how I conduct myself. If Loretta would like to do a call-in live stream remotely or an in-person interview, a call-in stream may be much easier, as all she has to do is talk on the phone remotely. I'm aware she's already going to do a live stream for a Democrat audience in a few days. And I said my audience is very diverse, liberal, Democrat, and conservative, and liberal. And like I told blank, who I'm not going to mention her name, we had all the questions agreed upon ahead of time. My reviews are very lighthearted, professional, and Loretta can talk as long as she wants. And also my content is clean, no cursing, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, honestly, I'd like to meet Loretta. It's a big opportunity for me. I've never had a chance to interview a member of Congress. I've interviewed mayors, city council candidates, city council members, but never Congress. I think that'd be pretty cool. I really would like to do that. So if you guys are watching from the Loretta campaign, I'm still going to stay true to my word. I've invested in a lot of equipment, and you guys can call in, and it's fine, and we can have a discussion. So we have some comments from Deb early. Anyway, then I left my personal cell phone number for them to get a hold of me. But it's just so strange that after I hit the nail on the head yesterday, talking about the real motivations and our intelligence gathering, and it's not like it's that secret. I mean, they've been kind of public about their intentions. If you actually were able to put it all together in a narrative and talk to certain people, you can gather what I'm saying. Nothing. I don't have some secret means. I do not have like the NSA tapping phones. Do not. Okay. But you can monitor social media that's public to everybody, and you can kind of get the gist of it. And then you can compare it to social trends or historical trends of this seat that's been in conservative hands for a long time. And I have talked to some experts, and they do believe that the 45th congressional seat will be very easy to get back. And I think it will. Nobody thought that she could get it. Katie probably didn't think herself. And again, I want to be very respectful of our local congresswoman, as I hope she does good things for our veterans in our community. Also, I would hope to interview her as well. One of the things that the projects I had on the horizon was to write a script, send her over her office with the request to interview her specifically on veterans issues. I'm starting to think I need to get a pop filter right here. Where's one? I have it? Okay, let me put my pop filter on here. Seems like it's popping too much in my ear. As you guys know, I'm still experimenting with a whole bunch of new technologies. I got actually another microphone coming in the mail tomorrow. Maybe that's probably a little better. I have a new microphone coming in tomorrow, which I will do a special broadcast on that, because that is a special microphone of a historic significance in the music world, and has to do with some of the things. Okay. There is a lost Deb. We love having you. Okay. Speaking of Stephanie Martinez, there she is. She might be our special guest today. And I actually have 5 people watching me live, and I don't know who's watching, but let's go on to the next segment. All right. Let me make sure I have my talking points hit. Okay. And I put here because maybe they kind of wanted to know where, gather my intel, who's talking to me. I'm just imagining things like that. And, maybe we hit the nail on the head. Their secret plans to get Loretta into Congress. Again, I do not have any, high level things. This is just old fashioned intel gathering. This isn't obviously as, robust as the intel gathering I had when I was in the military. If you guys ever hear me talk about my past, I did work in the secret environment, and I did have people with top secret clearances working for me way back in the day, but I can never talk about any of the details because that's a felony. Other than I did have those types of jobs, and probably any of the stuff that I knew anyway is obsolete. So that's that. All right. And again, I want to make sure to be very, very specific that I'm super respectful to other politicians' children. And I only made reference to that because Katie had actually said that in a campaign rally about her family publicly. And I was there in the audience. Other than that, that's pretty much hands off. And if anyone talked about my kids, I would, other than things that I have, in a very professional way, I would be upset about that too. And there was also talk about her job here. So good luck, Katie. I hope everything works out for you. I know sometimes, it's like when run for president, all of a sudden you win. You're like, what? How did that happen? All right. So the whole point was, and she probably didn't expect to win. And now is, struggling that you're spending all your time in DC and everything else. And I imagine, I couldn't have done it in 18 this year. Even I was kind of interested in it, but I couldn't professionally or personally hack in 2016 or 2018 because I just couldn't with the family commitments right now. And that's why I went after things locally here in Irvine. But anyway, that was an interesting message. I got all my talking points out. I wanted to go circle back to the political attacks on Damien and call BS on that. But we're going to go ahead and call our guest, see if we're going to check our new some of our new systems here to patch it in. And believe it or not, this is actually hard to do. So let's give it a call. All right. So we're going to call Stephanie. I even got my theme music in the back when I call people.
Hi, Mark.
Hey, hold on. Sorry, I was taking a drink of coffee when you called. Okay. Awesome. So let's talk about, why does it keep popping? That's my laptop. Okay, wrong one. All right. So what's your take on attacking people that are not a political candidate, not protected by law? And again, I also wanted to check my sound, what you guys think about it, and also wanted to welcome Brittany that was just watching us. And I still have everything on my earbuds, Brittany. Stephanie, you there?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Tell Brittany we say hi. Thank you for everything.
Awesome. We've been going for about 17 minutes already. I didn't realize that. Okay, go ahead.
I just say attacking workers is not okay. There's a difference between, attacking Don and his worker. He's just doing a job. He has to pay bills, pay everything, like everybody else. That's his job. It's not something he's not running for mayor. He's not. So I just think that was just unprofessional.
Oh, I agree with you. You know Damien just as well as I do. And he is basically someone that is an employee trying to pay his rent. And he's going to work for he's just a campaign, professional that works for anybody, from what I understand. I didn't even read the political attack. I saw it. It was stupid. And I even asked him about it. Like, it's super, extremely rare. And do you think this was the work of a professional campaign, or maybe the knockoff campaign spoiler candidates we've known about?
It was just probably just to knock him off, but I just think hopefully it wasn't somebody, from the campaign, because it's legal to do this, We hope not, and it's unethical for him to go and, for them to do that.
Well, it's actually, pretty sure it's illegal. I'm not a lawyer. I have a little bit of experience with the libel laws, because I had to go, they actually crossed the line on me when I was a candidate in 2016. I had to get lawyers to go get a website taken down. What I was saying was, do you think Loretta Sanchez's campaign is even, I don't think they're stupid enough to do something as silly as that. I kind of think it's one of the, lesser known spoiler candidates. And we've also heard rumors about some other campaigns funneling money over, but again, nothing solid that we know for a fact. What do you think of all that?
Well, I hope it's not them, because, imagine they're going to come after us, and we're just, volunteering. So,
well,
I hope it's not her,
Well, as far as
I hope not. I hope she's better than that.
Well, as far as going after us, I have to admit I'm kind of fair game, because I'm a declared candidate and I have a public figure social media page. We do all this stuff I'm not as protected nearly as Damien is, because he is a private citizen. He's not doing anything publicly. He's not even in any of our campaign photos. So to go after an employee, the equivalent of the guy that's getting the coffee and the donuts, that's kind of not very, it's very tasteful. I don't.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that hopefully they're smarter than that, because,
Yeah, I do think that it was somebody that wasn't part of the major campaign. Maybe someone did that on their own and thought it was a good idea. And I suspect now that we're calling them on that, they might delete it. I don't know John Paul, where he got it from. I guess the guy, I don't know who this is. His name is John Paul White. I know he's been openly supporting Pauley, but I don't know if he did it or not. But I told him, I said, hey, if I were you, I would, and I posted on there. I was like, hey, you might want to go talk to a lawyer, because I'm pretty sure Damien's protected by law. And he's, commented, "Are you a lawyer?" And I said, "No, I'm not, but I've been through this. I've been through these legal things." And I had got, they offered a settlement because they actually went too far. And I'm just kind of wondering who did it. I don't know.
I wonder who did it too. It's just, he's doing a job, and it's so, you're going to attack everybody that goes do a job. You're a cashier and I want to take a picture of you and you're, start a whole lecture of, me working at McDonald's or something like that, It's just,
Right.
I think poor Damien they shouldn't do that. Well, and I hope it's not already,
I don't think
Then
I don't know. I really don't know. It screams desperation to attack an employee like that. It does. One good thing I saw.
Desperation for attention.
Well, it's just desperation in general because they know Don Wagner's going to win the election. But it is, what was I going to say? And a lot of people were commenting on that post, actually supporting Damien. It's like, no, this isn't true. Stop lying about him. And we know he's a good guy. And I'm like, doesn't that? And I'm like, time out. That doesn't matter because this is illegal what you're doing. You should talk to a lawyer before you do this stuff. And I've talked to many politicians that are starting to get to know me as we were growing this channel and this broadcast. And I even tell them, I said, yeah, sometimes it seems like maybe, I'm shooting from the hip for a lot of these, but a lot of my social media, a lot of what I do is very thought out, and things that I question that if this is legal or not. I've had lawyers legally review my social media to make sure that I won't, be getting sued. So we have a responsibility to make sure we comply with the law in all this. I don't know. Your final thoughts? Yeah. I know that we've been about 20 some minutes. Okay. Go ahead.
No, it's true. It's true. And Damien's not that person they're making him see. Even if he wasn't, he doesn't have to explain to nobody his situation, and he's doing his job. It's a paid job, like everybody else, But yeah, it's just, I hope it's not them because, they have other ways. And if they want to bother Don, it's a difference instead of bothering his staff. They're just staff. They come to work.
Yeah, they're just, they're the guys and the girls that turn the lights on in the morning, get the coffee and donuts. They're not, they're just simply told what to do. They're not anything else. So, well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and, wrap this up, but, we'll keep on the line. Let me cue the music as we get out of here. I'm right at 23 minutes. If you want to, later on, we can do another broadcast. Again, I just wanted to try the new equipment out. You got any last words, Stephanie?
Yes, definitely. Let me know. Yes, I'm hearing you. Tell everybody to say hi.
Okay.
Then definitely we'll make another broadcast.
Last question. Can you hear the exit music? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Stephanie. Thank you, everybody.
Well, thank you guys for inviting me. Take care. Have a great afternoon, you guys, everybody.